Next, scanning and skimming are the strategies for speaking, thinking, reading, and writing, which is the correct answer. Listening comprehension is hearing skill, receptive skill, creative skill, or productive skill. Hello friends, today let's learn basic language skills. Okay, the basic language skills are the four core skills. Okay, four core skills needed to communicate effectively in any language, that is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So listening is a semantic aspect of language. Okay, semantic aspect which is focuses on understanding the meaning. Okay, understanding the meaning means that when we listen, we are not only just hearing the sounds, we are actively interpreting the meaning of those sounds based on language. Okay. Next is speaking. So the phonetic aspect of speaking, which is refers to sound of speech. Okay, sound of speech, for example. So reading is phonetic cum graphic aspect. So this is the connection between the sounds and the written symbols. Okay. So writing focuses on how writing looks rather than what it means. Okay. So writing is graphic aspect. Okay. They are usually divided into two categories. Okay. One is receptive and one more, that is productive. Okay. The listening and reading are called as a receptive skills. So these involve receiving the language. Okay, receiving the language. Receptive means we are receiving the language input, correct? So for example, we are listening a conversation of a podcast. Okay, so we are not only listening, we are understanding. If you are watching the news, then not only we are watching the news, correct? So we are understanding, right? So in reading, so we understanding the written text, right? So reading a book, we not only reading the book, simply we are not reading the books, correct? A book or article or any story or something, right? So we are understanding. So that's why we are called this listening and reading, both are we called as receptive and passive skills. Okay. So next one is productive skills. Productive skills are this is speaking and writing. So we are producing something, right? We are in speaking and writing, we are producing the language, we are creating language. Let us see the points one by one. Language has four basic skills, that is also in a sequential order. Okay, LSRW. Okay, first listening will come, after speaking, after reading, after writing only. Okay, now development of these skills must be in their sequential order. Okay, and in an integrated manner, then only these can be best learned. So listening and speaking. So listening and speaking is the primary skills. Thus must be developed first. And here speaking and writing both are reinforcement skill. They must be given in an equal importance. Okay, speaking and writing. So listening skill is the ability to accurately receive and understand the spoken language. It's an oral input. Okay, it's not a oral input, it's an oral input. Okay, it's an oral input. So oral relates to sense of hearing or understand the spoken language. We can say speaking skills, it's an oral mode. Speaking skills are oral mode. Next, reading skill is receptive skills in a written form. Okay, so reading can be categorized based on the purpose and speed and depth of the understanding. Here the main types, that is loud, silent, intensive and extensive. So loud reading means reading loud clearly and correctly. For example, reading a paragraph out loud in a class. Silent reading means silent reading means reading without speaking. It's only in our mind, correct? Intensive reading means what? It's a detailed understanding or analysis. Okay, detailed study, detailed understanding or analysis, detailed reading carefully on focuses on vocabulary, grammar, and meaning. And here, extensive reading means what? We only not only detailed reading, we just focuses on the main important point. So for example, news headline, okay, article headline, or and first paragraph heading. So headlines, main points, main idea, or general overview. We called it as skimming. Okay, quickly moving eyes over the text. So not detailed. It's a quickly overview. Skimming. So scanning means it's a detailed specific information to find specific information. So we scan means what? Looking for keywords, dates, or facts. Sorry, we can relate intensive reading as scanning, because if we for example, I will give a situation that you are at a restaurant and want to find only vegetarian dishes on a menu. So what you do, instead of reading every item word by word, you scan the menu quickly, looking for the words like vegetarian, paneer, salad, veg curry, and all, right? So this is scanning. Okay, so you are not reading everything, just focusing and finding specific information. You're not. Okay, second PUC result time, you are looking your name on a list, or finding a phone number in a dictionary, and searching a date or keyword in a textbook. So all these are scanning. Scanning means it's a specific information. Okay, finding the specific information. Okay, so writing skills, which enables learner to brainstorm ideas, organize them, draft, edit, and revise his or her work. So writing skill is ability to express thoughts and ideas and information clearly through written language. Next is sub-skill of writing. First one is previewing. So previewing means before reading an article, you must look at the title, headings, and images to get a sense of the topic. Correct? So it is previewing. So predicting is the process of guessing what might happen next. So paraphrasing means it's important for summarizing and integrating the ideas. Okay. Let us solve the question one by one. First question. Under which activity do recognizing sounds and deducing the meaning from them come? Given do recognizing sounds, then the answer will be speaking, but the given do recognizing the sounds and deducing the meaning from them means, so meaning means here, so it's understanding, then the answer will be listening. Okay, so these kind of questions will ask in exam. Second question is, a primary teacher should introduce reading through stories, picture books, alphabet books only, or phonetic teaching. The phonic teaching. So primary teacher introduce reading through picture books. Okay, picture books. So if they directly show A for alphabet, A for apple, B for ball, and all, then they can't understand, right? So if we show the picture, then only they can understand it's elephant or apple or something and all, right? Listening comprehension is hearing skill, receptive skill, creative skill, or productive skill. Listening is receive, correct? So it's a receptive skills. For at class 2, sharing stories. The teacher shares stories means it's a speaking skill which she shares. She shares familiar experiences and interest, employing gestures where appropriate. Is subject skill of subskill. Is the subskill of dash function. The speaking. Okay. So fifth question is what? Learning to read. Learning to read means reading aloud, decoding letters to decoding letters of alphabet into sounds, decoding structure of language, and decoding the meaning. So read is receptive skills, that means understanding. So understanding means it's a decoding the meaning. Okay. Next, intensive reading is aimed at helping the learners to read a text for information, pleasure only, accuracy, and improving study skills. So information is the correct answer. Okay. So scanning and skimming. I give one restaurant example, that is, if I see the menus, then it's scanning and skimming are the strategies of it's a reading. Okay. So eighth question is what? Scribbling is a stage of speaking, listening, writing, and reading. So it is writing, correct? Scribbling. Next, ninth question. Scanning is reading activity which helps the learners to dash from the text. So scanning is a reading activity which helps the learners to draw out the information. Okay. So which draw out the information. First option is correct. Develop the complete competence in the linguistic item. Wrong. Know the meanings of the words. No. Enrich the vocabulary. These three also wrong. Draw out the information is correct answer. Next. So writing. Conventions of writing includes proper punctuation, imagination, good vocabulary, and story ideas. So story, not story ideas, and good vocabulary and imagination. The correct answer is proper punctuation. Okay.